I am Victoria Schaefer, and I am a horseback rider. I am a sophomore at Slippery Rock University, and I'm 19. I have been riding since I was about 9 or 10, and I started working with horses because I started watching them in movies and I loved them, and I wanted to actually see a real horse in real life, and all my friends had horses growing up, so I wanted to be able to have the same experience as them. So I got into it, and I worked with a few different barns, and then got to meet some really cool horses, and then loved it, and so I started horseback riding. My favorite horse here at Slippery Rock University would have to be Cisco. I like him because he's easy moving, and if you don't really know how to ride, he's a good horse to be on, because if you don't know how to ride, he kind of helps you get used to it. Because if you don't know how to jump at first, he's really good at no matter what distance he is, he'll still stretch for it and go over them as long as you know how to hold yourself up. So I like him because he's a good person, or a good horse for beginners and all that other stuff, so he's also a sweetheart. Getting ready for your first show has a lot of practice. You have to practice, you have to make sure you have your show coat, your show shirt, your show pants, your show boots, your show belt. There's a whole 9 yards of it. But you have to make sure that you're mentally prepared. I play music before all of my shows because it is very stressful, because you want to point out and make sure that you go to the next level. So there is a lot of stress involved, and you want to maintain your composure the entire time. Make sure that you have your best equine or equitation going on. So you have to make sure your posture is nice and make sure your feet are in the correct position. So trying to be perfect in certain positions, what you have to really prepare yourself for. My favorite part about working with horses is that they're not just an animal, they're not just considered food, they're an actual thing you can connect with. I mean, horses I probably have had the most connection with instead of a cat or a dog. I mean, they're your best friend. They'll follow you around. They're a good buddy to talk to. And it's you have to put so much trust in a horse, because you're riding a huge animal that could kick you off and hurt you, but it chooses not to. It chooses to let you do the things you do. So I like that the most about them. They're a very trustworthy animal in my eyes.